Well, just another, another week, and you got another big game on Thursday on the road. Something that we're obviously accustomed to. Had a good day today for the most part, and we're getting ready for a really good Arkansas team. They're 11-3 on the year. They've got one of the best players in the conference on their team. She warrants as their whole team does, warrants our attention. Tremendous point guard. So we're going to have to, obviously, going on the road in the SEC is a tough challenge. It doesn't matter who you're playing. And Arkansas has got our attention. We spent a lot of time today, over an hour watching film, and spent a lot of time in front of the video camera today. So, again, we had a good day today. Certainly we're pleased with what happened on Sunday. Thought our kids were really dialed in on both ends and played pretty well. Too many turnovers for my liking, but we forced 20 and was really pleased defensively how we guarded. So just got to get ready to play. You can't. I told them today we enjoyed that win Sunday yesterday on our day off, and you got to get ready now, and it's on to the next one. We're trying to live day by day, y'all. Tried to get better today. Only thing on our mind is playing in Fayetteville at the University of Arkansas on Thursday night. That's it. There's a period after that. I'm not going to talk about anybody else today, and we're not thinking about anybody else today. So that's we're trying to stay pretty narrow-minded right now and pretty focused, and I think we are.
You talked about the little things after the game Sunday about timing and taking the right kind of shots. Is that necessarily something that comes because you're experienced, or do the kids have to necessarily have a maturity about them to understand that those things are keys to the success you want to have?
I think that happens for one of two reasons, or both. I think either you watch the game enough as a basketball player that you see it and you understand the importance of it, or you play the game throughout your career enough and you've had it preached to you that you understand it and you do it. And I think most of what we're doing right now well is because we've got a veteran team. They've been through the ringer. They know what's coming. They know what to do and how it. I can give these two something we might have done 2 years ago and hadn't done, and they'll be able to go out and do it. And we ain't practiced it 1 minute. And I think that speaks well to their basketball IQ, but it also is that because they've been here, they know what we've done. They understand. Okay, I remember that. I remember how we did it, and so they can do that. And that's the beauty of having a veteran team. I've already done that in the huddle with them before. Now this year we've talked about running a play that maybe we hadn't even practiced yet, but they've done it before in previous seasons, and they're able to go out and execute pretty well.
Dom, can you talk about getting back in the flow of things after your knee and everything? How good it felt to get back out there, and as long as you did Sunday, did you expect that many minutes?
It just feels really great to be back out there. It wasn't a good feeling being on the bench, but I'm really glad to be back, and it didn't really matter how many minutes I got Sunday, as long as I was producing for my team and doing well. And it felt good, though. I felt good being out there.
Did you have to knock off any rust over those first 2 games back, or
definitely?
And how healthy are you now?
Offensively, just getting my legs back underneath me, getting my shot back where it was, just getting back in the gym, getting my shots up.
Bree, can you? What do you think is the biggest difference now that you guys are a year older and more experienced? Is it an improvement in one statistical category, or just a different level of confidence, or what do you see as the biggest difference?
I don't know, that was a good one. I guess just probably a year maturity, and then another year of just playing together. So we kind of know each other a little bit more than other teams might, because they might be younger. But us being older, just gives us more chemistry, and then like we kind of just playing with each other overall, it's just better. So it gives us more confidence when we're on the floor because we kind of already know each other's tendencies and everything like that.
Is that maybe a reason why you've been able to continue on as a team with Dom missing the games in row, having, you know, the ankle and Blair fighting through the nose and Iggy with the hip and Katera with the sickness and
Yeah, but then at the same time, like we have depth at each position, so it's just going in and day out. You don't know who's gonna play and everything like that, so you just gotta come in and like everybody plays every day. So it's basically we just used to playing with each other at this point. So if somebody's out, somebody else steps up.
Breanna, can you talk about Dom's game? Pretty much came in together. Did you just kind of respect her game from word go and just what she's been able to do?
Yeah, we love Dom. I guess just being for my freshman year, I realized she was a defensive person like from the jump, and I love that about Dom. She's always gonna be on the floor. She's always there and help and everything like that. So we love that about her. We missed it a couple of games because she, you know, she was hurt, but we're glad to have her back and everything like that.
Vic, you're obviously very familiar with Arkansas. What are the challenges of playing there? Or is anything unique about it as far as anything other outside of the league?
Yeah, I mean, just that they're usually talented. I mean, and just like this year, they're very talented. And again, they've got one of the dominant players in our league, in Jessica Jackson. And again, they've got a tremendous point guard. But they've got other pieces too that fit in well, and they've got a system. You know, they're anytime you play on the road, you know, the home team always feels more comfortable at home, and it's up to the road team to try to get comfortable. We've seemed to have gone over there and had some games where we've played well. And so I think for us, one thing you know, because of what we've done this year, this team can play anywhere. I've said this, we can go out and play on the hard top and black top, and I think our kids will adjust. Dom may have to adjust because she can't take as many charges, but other than that, I mean, I just think these kids can play anywhere. But Arkansas is always well prepared. They're well coached. Those kids play really hard, and again, you're talking about a couple kids that are really, really talented in those two, but then those others complement them well, and you can't take your eye off them, or next thing you know, they're going to be hanging some points on you. So it's going to be a tough road game for us, and we've got to be prepared and be ready to go. We spent a lot of time today going over, you know, installing the game plan, going over what they want to do and how they want to do it. Again, the piece that's with this group is they've seen everything, it seems like. So it's just a matter of rehash, and going out and executing kind of what you want to do defensively.
Dominique, talk about that too, the fact that, yes, you and the seniors have had success on the road before, but this season together as a team, in very hostile settings, Iowa State and Southern Cal, how much can y'all draw on that when you walk into venues this year where everybody's going to be against you?
Personally, I wasn't on the floor with them, but I mean, just watching them, they got down 17-19 against Iowa State, and just they came together as a team, and they just pulled together as a team to come back. So I think just being down at Iowa State has taught them that they can come back from anything, and if they believe they can come back, they can. And they can use that against anybody on the road in the SEC.
Bree, how much of a well, not I'll rephrase that. How would you looking at your defensive performance as a team Sunday? Because Coach has talked about the team's defensive play. How do you think that you guys played Sunday defensively?
I mean, I want to say pretty good because I mean they didn't score. What was the score? 48. I don't know. We had our spurts for the most part, but I feel like we stopped Moncrief for the most part, and that was our main thing. Coach always, like during the week, was talking about middle penetration, so I feel like we handled them off the bounce pretty good. We had a couple slip-ups at times, but I mean, for the most part, I feel like we handled them pretty well. I mean, pretty good, and just stopped them overall.
How would you rate that defensive performance compared to the other, 14 this season?
I don't know. Good.
Do you think it's a starting point for getting back to the, dare I say, those 50-48 games that Coach said several years ago that he loves?
Oh yeah, good in that way. Yeah, good in that way.
Coach, did you notice a difference in the defensive intensity, effort, focus? Because you said Sunday that you challenged them because you said you didn't think that they were very good defensively.
Yeah, somebody asked me today, earlier, I was doing an interview, and they said, what's one of the things, Vic, you really feel like y'all can really work on and get better at? And I still say it's our defense. It's our the defensive end. The girls will tell you, we watched film today, and the film that we watched, the pieces that we watched, you don't walk away from that film session and go, man, we were really good defensively Sunday. But I think in spurts and at times we were really good. And so, like I told y'all Sunday after the game, there was enough in that game that I could pull from and go show them and keep them grounded and keep them understanding that we got a long way to go to really get to be that dominating team that I want us to be, that we can be. So, I thought when I sat in here Sunday, I thought we played pretty well defensively. Again, you hold somebody in the SEC to 19 points and a half and 48 total, I think, and we gave up some late, but that's a pretty good effort, pretty good afternoon. How many offensive rebounds we give up? Y'all remember?
13, 17.
Too many.
Yeah.
Too many. But I think we battled and competed with the right people that we had to battle and compete with, and we didn't let somebody else jump up and nip us in the butt. And so that's a key a lot of times is, okay, everybody's got their leading scorers. Again, that's one of the things that's good about this team is we've got a number of people that can go off on any given night and get a big number. Not everybody has that, so people have to pay attention to all 5 of our positions right now, and that's what makes us unique. For us, when we go look at a team and start game planning, we're going to identify those people that we really feel like can hurt us, and we got to do something to try to take that away. And I thought we competed hard, and I think Moncrief was 5 for 12, and the other guard hurt us 5 for 10, I think. So, but we didn't let anybody else jump up and get us. So that's our focus. My focus with this team is we want to stay sharp offensively. I want to stay in the gym shooting the ball, but I really think we can get better defensively. And again, when we watch film today, they saw some things that I see that they feel like, yeah, he's right. We can probably get better at that.
Did Skylar cut that up?
Yeah.
She did?
Yeah.
About how many plays was it?
Oh, we looked at we looked at a number of different things. We looked at our offensive rebounds that we gave up, and I'll give you an example. We brag about one person and how well they rebounded, but then you can also find twice as many clips where maybe they didn't check and box out. That's the piece that the stat sheet doesn't talk about, And so, there's coaches can find all kinds of things if they want to, to look at, and we do. But I try to pick the things that I really feel like, not only things that maybe we didn't do well, but I also showed them every basket, everything we did well, every time we executed, made an extra pass, those kinds of things, because we are doing a lot of really good things. But so again, it's sometimes the only time they're going to watch the game is if I make them sit in a room and watch it. And so we spent a lot of time today watching it.
And you mentioned the difference between a good team and a great team, and maybe a less experienced team and an experienced team. Are those differences the next step between addressing those concerns and seeing it and saying, well, I'm going to go and be that second or third person that boxes out and gets us that defensive rebound? Or is that the difference between, a less experienced and experienced and a good and a great team?
Well, I think we've talked about it with our team. You can win a lot of games being quote unquote a good team. I think if you're going to win a championship, one of the things you have to do is rebound. we have got to become better rebounding. And we're not bad at it, but we got to be better at it. And that's the piece that I'm seeing improvement with this group every day. I thought today was a good day in practice rebounding. But if you're going to win a championship, you better be really good rebounding the ball. I think with a veteran team, with this team, they're accountable. They understand accountability. It's not personal to them anymore. They understand when the coach wants them to be accountable for something, they get it. And so I think that's the beauty of this team. These two, pretty accountable, and they get it. And so I think if you're going to be a great team, that's the piece that you got to have from your veterans. They got to be accountable. And I think they've long graduated from the excuse mode, and they're now accountable.
Any other questions?